President and CEO of Peter Stone Company and Dive Silver, a brand I created in 2000 because of my passion for the sea. I've traveled to over 90 countries, ship, boat, rowboat, jet ski, under the water, on the water, over the water. Doesn't matter. I love the water. I love the ocean. I love the sea. As a result of that, I have created the Dive Silver line of jewelry in 2000. And I have presented this to many people. They put it in, they run with it, but they don't run very far. They kind of stumble. People buy it, they say it's beautiful, it's a lovely package. I go to a show, people love this jewelry, they buy a lot. They go, oh, this is so beautiful. Then I wonder what happens. I send the display full of beautiful, brand new jewelry right off the polish wheel. And then I have a program that says, if the jewelry is not selling and you sold this half of the jewelry, that give us a call. We'll take back the jewelry that's not selling and replace it with jewelry that you did sell. Matter of fact, I went to the length of putting this out-of-stock card with an item number behind the jewelry, which shows you when it's time to reorder. So the biggest failure in 15 years I have found, not just in the dive business, not just in the jewelry business, not just in the giftware business, not just in the fair and festival business, but actually the biggest producers of sales are people in the fair and festival business. And I kind of wonder why. My thinking went to, well, everyone that goes to a fair and a festival is in a mood to spend money. But quite frankly, I also know that when someone flies to Florida, to the Caribbean, to Australia with their family, their friends, to go on a scuba diving trip, or a sailing adventure, or a diving adventure, it doesn't matter, that they're there with pocketfuls of money that they're happy to part with in things that they really value. They won't just give it away on something cheap. So, in these displays, I've had them in some very nice places. However, the business did come to a halt for most businesses. From 2008, we all know about this, to 2012 and 13. But now, I think you would agree, things are picking up, business is better. The price of commodities is down. Travel is cheaper. Metals are cheaper. So now we have our sterling silver line back into a very affordable, easy to spend, $50 to less than $100 for a momentum from whatever you have to offer. A reef, a fish, a dive feature that you have, the location, the area where you are, where people come to see you. Okay, that being said, is in the display itself, we put all these beautiful pieces of jewelry. I must have more than 1,000 creations. Is everyone beautiful? Probably not. But I can tell you more than half are gorgeous pieces of jewelry. How do I know that? I know that because of the feedback that all of you have given to me. And whether I'm in a retail or a wholesale show, such as DEMA, and I've spent many years at DEMA, and I've watched people come up, they buy a lot of jewelry, they like it, they order it. But the thing about ordering it for your store, one of the biggest failures, and you've lost tens of thousands of dollars It's amazing. It amazes me, and I have one example, a really clear example. I'm at a DEMA show, I think it was in 2006, and a gentleman came up and bought a display, a GDU here, and I said, Ralph, tell me, how's the sales? He says, Peter, he said, that jewelry sold so well in the first month, I couldn't believe it. Like, my display was half gone, and then it didn't sell. I go, really, Ralph? Tell me more. He said, so it just sat there. And Ralph, I called you after 6 months and asked you, how is the jewelry? You said, no, I don't need any more. So, Ralph, I think you didn't pay attention to the detail, to our benefits, and to your business. If you or your staff, you assign someone as a good business person, this isn't just Dive Silver, this is any of your inventory to check it. Daily in the busy season, weekly in a kind of a slower season, and monthly if it's a slow season. But no matter what, you need to have on a calendar a scheduled person or yourself to check all inventory, whether it's moving or not. It's one of the largest holes in a business that you just flat out throwing money in the trash. This is a cash cow, I know it. People love this jewelry. And then Ralph says, well, Peter, a year and a half later, he probably lost $65,000 or $70,000 in sales because he had a busy shop. He had a good shop. He appeared to be a good business person, but he didn't listen carefully or take action. So it's pretty simple, right? You have a display. It sells down on one side. The divers sold great. You're in an area that had cave diving. The cave diving pieces sold great. And there was some manta rays and some seahorses, and those all sold great. But a surfboard didn't, or a seashell didn't, or a shackle or an octopus didn't sell well. So they sell well in some areas. Some people like them. But when we put together a best-selling assortment for you, you pick what you would like to have in your display based on what people like in your area. A scuba diving, a beach type jewelry, or whatever you may have. That is the easy part, and we'll help you find the best sellers. Now, we ship this to you. It comes in a simple box. I mean, you open the box, take the display out of the box. I mean, here it is. It comes pre-packed with all this jewelry in it. Take it out of the box, put it on your countertop, and you're in business. We'll price the back of the jewelry for you in a retail price. You tell us how much to mark it up. We'll do all that work for you. We'll even put barcodes if you want it. There's no cause for fail here other than inaction and not paying attention to your business. Just blows me away how much people say, oh, well, you know, the sales aren't very good. Our return policy exchanges, well, if the jewelry happens to tarnish, which generally it doesn't, it should sell faster so it doesn't. If it does, put it in a box, send it back. We'll send you a brand new shiny piece. No cost, just mailing fees, that's it. We'll renew the jewelry so it's always looking good. Secondly, send the things back that don't sell, and we're not going to wait for them to come back. You may be in a busy season. Peter, I need more seahorses. I need more manta rays. I need more turtles. I need them now. We will do our very best just to ship them to you. We'll get the credit later. We're not worried about that. What we really care about is getting your display full at your busiest season. You check this in the morning. How is it? Is it full? Is it empty? Do I need to call Dive Silver? Do I need to reorder? Simple as ABC. Right on the card is the phone number. It's pretty simple. And you pick up the phone. Oh, I need this, this, this. The item number is written right on this card. I need 55555. Boom, tell us. We'll put it together, get it to you ASAP. That way, you're constantly making the money that you should. Because these three little simple displays, the bead display is in process right now. There'll be 4. The bead display is small, so it's going to fill this. 1, 2, 3. You have visibility from this high display. 2 sides. You can put whatever you want. However, if it's a dive shop, I suggest you put all dive jewelry on this side. Then, on the other side, I suggest you put beads and body jewelry, or all body jewelry, depends on your market. Again, it's very flexible, very functional. It's all a place to start because there are no mistakes. There's only inaction, and that's a huge mistake. Sorry, there are mistakes. That's a failure. That's not a mistake. That's a failure. Flat out failure on your part not to pay attention to your investment. Would you take money, send it to Wall Street and just leave it sit there and come back in a year and say, oh, I wonder what happened to all my money? Well, really, you need to really pay attention to your business. I know firsthand, again, I am repeating myself purposely because I have seen this again and again and again. And people say, oh, well, I don't need any jewelry and I have no money. I mean, not needing jewelry is one thing, but if it's half empty, you need jewelry, but you needed to manage that. And you would have plenty of money. And you would be able to take that trip with your family. Take that dive rather than struggling in your dive shop. When you pay attention to your business, doesn't matter, dive computers, books, whatever kind of store, shirts, any accessories, you need to pay attention to it because it's your cash flow. So in these displays, this tall one called a CHUS is visible from a distance because it has a height to it. It pops up above the other pieces and it gives you some visibility from the front door of your store or from the side. People can see it from outside. Now, we will give you one of these signs to put at the back of your store, the wall of the store, or wherever you like to put it in the front of your store. We have these stickers that go on the window in your store to let people know you have the jewelry because they want the jewelry. I don't care what you say. Today, a store is like a one-stop shop. They want it. The more things you offer, good things, saleable. I'm not saying fill it up with stuff. I'm saying get things that make you money. Deal with companies who care whether you make money or not. Not just make the sale. We're not here to do that. So this rubber wood display, locking doors or not locking doors, what we found out, you don't need the locking doors. People like to touch the jewelry. The other one is called the GDU. And in this GDU, it's very functional. You can put up to 9 different types of jewelry like the one-stop jewelry shop. Toe rings, finger rings, bracelets, anklets, earrings, charms, pendants, beads, chains, bracelets. So that's 10. I think if we keep going, we'll get up to more. So now, the simplicity of this and the usefulness of selling not just one piece of jewelry is to sell a set and give a reason to sell a set. Like, for example, this is so easy, this is so simple. And I suggest if you have a woman in your store, she can sell jewelry to most of the men pretty fast. Woman, you know what I'm talking about. So, here we are with the chains that go on a pendant with a matching earring, and if we really want to, get big on this, we have a bracelet that matches the earring, that matches the pendant to add the chain to. Then we can add a ring to that. So now you have 5 items, and if you really want to put a package together, you say buy any 4 and I'll give you the 5th one free. Or buy any 2 pieces, earring, pendant, I'll give you chain half price. Or a bracelet, if you don't want to give away a chain half price. I mean, the point is, it's flexible. And put it to work for you. Make some money with this. 3 square feet. I invite you to go measure your wetsuit rack, your clothing rack, and any other accessory, the space that it takes up. And we're going to provide spreadsheets, workable spreadsheets that allow you to go in and do some quick calculations. How much I paid for this, and you probably have that if you're a good business person. But we'll put this in here and show it quickly. If you turn 3 or 4 times a year at 300% profit, it's huge money at the end of the year. In what? I have to reiterate, 3 square feet, 11 inches by 11 inches, 8 inches by 9 inches, which is the toe ring display. It has a lifting top, a little bit difficult to open because for somebody that might want to take one, well, it make it a little bit challenging. But I also say, put a 3 for a price. If they are $12 retail, and it would be 3 for $36, give them 3 for $29. At the end of the month, 5 out of 6 sales. As an average, suppose you do like 20 sales. I mean, you've sold 3 times, actually, the number 17. So you've got 54 sales. So 54 pieces, where if you just sold 1 to 20 people, you would sold 20. So it's really about doing the math, and not everybody does that. But I think, if you want to make some money and make your life easier, have more free time, go for dives with your friend, your family, go for a sail, go to the beach, go on a trip. And this is what's going to fund all that and bring you cash flow. So CHUS holds 32 designs, 16 on each side, 4 deep when it's full. The toe ring display comes in a nice small box, 2 screws, connect it, you're in business. That's the most complicated part of getting in this business, is taking 2 parts and connecting them. That's it. And the rest is all turnkey for you. The rest, then after that, it's your business just to watch it, as I pointed out. So the GDU, the great jewelry display, is got the same 4 deep, but it's got 30 hooks. Then this has the chains with the anklets and the bracelets, and they're all matching. Locking doors if you need them. It's made out of rubber wood, environmentally friendly. Then storage inside if you need it. I mean, it's a pretty well thought out display. You can put anything that you want in here. It doesn't have to do with the jewelry. It could be something that you've got under your shelf. And so it's not cluttered, but you've got another storage space if you want to use it. So 1, 2, 3, it's the mini dive introduction kit for a small to medium-sized business who wants to add another $20,000 to $50,000 to $60,000 a year in sales by managing 3 little things. I mean, it couldn't be easier and simpler. The benefits of keeping these displays full should be self-explanatory. However, I will go over this. It's really just simple business. Common sense applied here. A half full case of jewelry. If you're not managing this, you just may as well just throw your money in the trash, because this is really a very simple process. So when you sell this jewelry, suppose this is gone, and this is gone, and this is gone, all these are gone, and whatever's left are items that don't work, okay? After 30 days of a busy time, or even a couple of weeks, you have a lot of people coming through your store every day. You're gonna know what's kind of cleaned out. However, if there's seasonal flow in your traffic, if it's a tourist area or not, or a seasonal area, you'll have a feel if you've been in business for a few years. If you haven't, you should wait 30 days to get a feel of what people really want. But sometimes, if you know your business well, you can do it in a couple of weeks. But you know what's sold here, and as I pointed out before, in the back of these, we have these out-of-stock cards, which will have the item number of this piece that got sold. So you sold 4 of them, you know they're a good seller, and you know this will sell well. So when you go to your rack and it's empty and you've got this out-of-stock bestseller, I mean, it's simple as making sure you or the person in charge, you just assign someone this display every day. Please go look at that display, Jane, or Susan, or Jim, or Tom. Please go look at the display. What's sold down? Make a little note, a little notebook. Matter of fact, we have a workbook for you that comes with this kit. And what it does, it's a daily inventory check. You just come over here and you see, oh look, oh wow, what's gone? I didn't realize we sold out of die flags. And they come and tell you, the owner of the store or the store manager, the purchasing manager, that we sold out of all the die flags. We need to get those because those are making us good money. Matter of fact, we should probably double up and triple up because we know we're going to be busy for the next 6 weeks and we want to capitalize on this. So this couldn't be simpler. Stores open 9 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m. Grab the Dive Silver Book. Come over here, check the GDU, page GDU, what looks like it's different from yesterday. You can even take a picture with your phone. Take it out, take a picture, go back to your desk and work on it. Or you could just spend 5 minutes checking these displays, or if you took a picture from yesterday on this display, you took a picture of it, and you compare that picture with today, in your computer, it's very simple to see what's selling. So tracking merchandise is so easy today. So if this remains full, something sold really quickly in 10 days, well, what if you had all that and you kept on turning that? Some people are happy if they turn inventory 4 to 6 times in a year, but what if you could turn this display 4 to 6 times in 6 to 8 weeks or 8 to 10 weeks of your very busy season by only being disciplined, consistent, and watching your investment. Again, I talk about if you put money in the stock market, you're just going to leave it there and you're not going to look at it. I mean, some people look at their stocks like it's not as important as what's in their store if you have a diverse profile and portfolio rather. So back here, one side, A, B, C, no, D, oh look, the rings are gone. I mean, whichever. Chains sell very well. It's really kind of a cash cow actually. When people buy pendants, they usually have chains, but you know, they want something new. You know, buy me a new chain, honey. You know, oh, let's buy our daughter a chain. Now, it's not difficult to get $250 sale quickly, easily in a little small bag. Not a whole bunch of dive equipment, but you're in that business maybe, or a lot of bulky things. But I'm trying to make a point here that the jewelry doesn't take space, 3 square feet. Small, easy, compact. People on a trip, they don't have to put it in a suitcase and carry it back. They throw it in a little bag, go through the checkout at the airport, through the scanner, and that's it. I mean, too easy. Now they're carrying your message back through the airport to Chicago, Boston, London, Paris. It doesn't matter where their home is. San Francisco, Seattle, Denver. Here they are in their office place with their beautiful dive silver jewelry on, tanned up. January, February, March, everybody's all pasty or they're, I mean, not everybody, but anyway, all I'm saying is you got a good tan, the jewelry pops on your tan. People start to ask, dive jewelry. Where did you go? What did you do? I went to Deep Dive Scuba Store. Man, we had a blast. Bill and I went out, we went diving, had rum and cokes that night. We had a great time. He was the best host, the best captain, best crew we ever had. Boom. Those dive earrings, that dive pendant she's wearing, and those cufflinks or bracelet just sold you a dive trip. And you profited. Most importantly, you profited from what you thought was a cost. It's not a cost. You look at every piece of this jewelry as, I am investing $10 in that piece of jewelry, and what I see with some vision is, that's $40 I'm gonna put in my bank, rather than saying, I'm spending, this is what I see, having been traveled the world and gone to hundreds and hundreds of shows, stores, and tens of shows. I've been to over 100 shows in the world, all over the place, and listened to the buyers. And it's amazing, really, because people think they're spending money when they're investing, and wisely investing, and smartly investing in something that's going to make a difference and give them a great return. So the simple steps of this, we'll make a 1, 2, 3 step, but they're in the book. What you need to do to simply ABC 1, 2, 3 manage your jewelry displays. So you keep them full, assign someone, keep them full, send back the things that don't sell free, and get it in exchange, full value, no offsetting price or anything. You don't like it, you send it back, no questions asked. We'll give you what is working for you, and we'll do it expediently, fastly, so you keep your money going, which means, and if you really have a busy store and a big store, it means over $100,000 a year of income to you. You'll see. And you try it, you don't like it, you send it back after X amount of days. You'll see the time and all the details in our terms and conditions. But ABC, CHUS, toe ring display, and the GDU. To get information about the different types of jewelry that Dive Silver has, a couple of different ways to do that. You could pick up the phone and call us and ask us for our catalog. And we do have some very nice catalogs. They're very well made. We have a wonderful graphics team here that you can see the feeling in this beautiful catalog. And it's filled chocker full with, we went to great lengths. We have Japanese rays, spotted rays, we have stingrays, we have all kinds of rays. Manatees, nautilus, starfish, pipefish. We did some special designs for someone, and we did not charge them a fee because they said, well, Peter, you can share that with the world. I just want to have one for me. So if you have an idea for your shop, many times we'll do it for nothing. As long as you allow us to share that design with the world, you can have as many as you like. No model fee, no minimums, nothing. And we'll do that for you. But if we find that it's too far to one side and it's very rare, and there may be a model fee. So, but, it's all about synchronicity. And it goes on, and we have some exclusive Celtic twist into the nautical and sea life. That's a Peter Stone original creativity for the Dive Silver brand of jewelry. And it goes into dolphins. We have a very large collection of dolphins, sharks, all types of shark rings, octopus, whale tails, sea lions, and really the list goes on. Shells and some really nice bangles and bracelets and cuffs. Seahorses, very popular, even sunfish. So turtle rings, we've got shackles that are threaded, and all kinds of nautical jewelry, boats, sailboats. We even have a nice collection of body jewelry. And of course we get into the dive flags. Again, if you really don't see anything here that is of interest, you can send us ideas and we'll work with you. We have a pirate line of jewelry, lighthouse jewelry, and we have a surf line of jewelry right here. Another minor division of Peter Stone, which will be a major division, surf SV jewelry, and then we have gold. And you can order any carat of gold jewelry you wish. 14 karat and above. We don't do 10 karat, we do 14, 18, 22 karat gold, platinum, or any combination of silver and gold. So that's one of the catalogs, and it shows the displays on the back for wholesale. Then we have another catalog that's a little deeper dive here. We're a little deeper in the ocean with this one. And we have a cave diving collection in here. Some updated, a little bit twist on designs here. A few more designs, and we can send you all this. This catalog, just an FYI, for those of you that liked it, it's called DS105. The catalog number's right on the back. This catalog is DS108 or SDS108. It also shows the displays in the back. Then we have another small mini catalog that you can put your company sticker on the back if you like. The woman can throw them in their pocketbooks, the guys throw them in their bags, take them with them, take them home, shop on Christmas at your store, online, when you weren't doing business or it's a slow season, you're still making money. And you're not having to ship and package a wetsuit, any kind of diving equipment. You have a little tiny, small gift box to pack and put it in an envelope, put out of the post office. Nothing could be easier to generate an extra $200 to $300 a day than to use our online images at www.divesilver.com. All these images are high res and ready to use, and they come with a description if you don't want to take the time or if you don't have the time. We'll give them all to you to simply upload. You've got a turnkey business. You don't even have to have stock. We think you should have a little, but you don't even have to have it. In an off season, you can have 300 designs, and then every week send us an order for a couple of $100. That turns into money for you. $600, $800 a week extra income from opening an email, seeing an order, writing it down at the end of the week, scan it, attach it to an email, send it to Dive Silver. We'll make that order for you within 10 days, ship it to you, 10 to 15 days, ship it to you. You open it up, and then you match it up, put it in a little postal bag, and ship it out the door. You can make money on shipping. If you want, you don't have to. You can inspire people by free shipping. If you're going to make 300 or 400%, what the heck? Give them some benefits. Do a 2 for 1, buy one get one free, or buy 2 and get one free. But the point is, you do as you need to. My point is, it's very simple. We have gift bags for holidays. You know, if your husband is a diver and he just loves diving, and you know that, wouldn't you like to get him a nice pendant or a ring with his name in it? Or we have quite a large selection for you to look at. So it's pretty simple. People buy for people. People buy for family. They buy for gifts, buy for friends. And any season, any holiday, any birthday, they go to your website, and you're in business. It just doesn't matter on the foot traffic. So you add that to your store. Just do it. I mean, you'll really be thankful, because another $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a year or more you can do. So we have these tools. We have these catalogs. We also have postcards. Not a lot of people do that. If you have a small town and you want to send something out like this, but the new version of this, of course, we know is the email. And in your store, I suggest, if you haven't done this, and I was surprised at how many people don't have a book in their store for the people that visit their store to come in and say, "Hi, it's Jim Smith from Missoula, Mississippi, and this is my email address. Oh, this is my Facebook. Or this is my Twitter even," okay? So I say get more than an email if you want. Everybody wants you to go to their Facebook. So put a Facebook name or account in there too. Invite them, grow your business, invite their friends to your website. I mean, it couldn't be simpler to multiply business today with a few things, and we'll teach you all those things in this video and this series of videos. So these are the catalogs. We'll also make you an email similar to this one up here. And in this email, what we're going to do is we'll put the jewelry you want us to put in that email, but this is just an example. Your store, Deep Dive Scuba Shop or Scuba Store, your address, your email address, your website, we do all that for free for you as part of our package. Do all your marketing for you. You don't have to hire someone and, how am I going to do this? We've got it all pre-packed, turnkey, money-making machine for you, but it's a quality product. This jewelry is beautiful. We have these displays also for a wall display. Now, lastly, this is the PDF we have so tirelessly put together for you and worked on for the last 10 years to make this process as simple as I've been describing. Pick up the phone. I want to order this mini dive display assortment. The instructions are all in here. I mean, it's not really very difficult. We ship it to you. Pull it out of the box, put it up here, and take a look at, in this book called the Dive Silver Profit Center Guide. Dive Silver Profit Center Guide. A PDF will be here for you to download. And on the screen, I'm going to run through this entire book, page by page. So to get the full version and in-depth value of what this means for you long-term, and adding 50, 25, depending on the size. Now, I am not going to promise you anything because there are no guarantees of what you're going to do when you get this jewelry. Like my friend Ralph. I'm so upset at Ralph, I'm telling you. Ralph really screwed it up. And all he had to do was, after the 30 days that he sold so much jewelry, was say, "Hey, Peter, I sold all this really good jewelry, and now I'm out of this. I need it. Please take back this. It didn't sell. Put it in a box. I'll send you new merchandise. Hang it on the hook and track it. And if you want barcoding, just ask. We'll give it to you." We have boxes, gift boxes. All of these accessories and signs for your store, the complete kit, everything that I'm showing you here is all in this book. And it will be all up here. And all you have to do is your name. It would be good to put your store in there too, so we know you're a valid business or that you're going to be one. And then your email address. And we'll give you this whole guide and walk it through you step by step. And we'll train you how to do this. We'll train your staff and you just hold them accountable. And that's sometimes like, oh, I didn't have time. You've got to make time. It doesn't take long, as I said. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I mean, this toe ring display, it's like, what, couldn't take more than a minute to tell how many rings are gone. And they sell like candy. Candy, candy, candy. I don't know what else I can tell you, except for leave your info here. Make some money, have some fun. It's simple and easy. And raise the value of your business by offering fine sterling silver that now the price of silver and gold is down. This is very affordable, yet it's a precious metal. Oh, you have sterling silver jewelry in your shop? Man, we're going to come down and shop for Christmas. We're going to come down and shop for Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays. All our friends are in the dive. They're divers. They love the ocean. Oh, we're going to get this beautiful compass rose pendant, sailboat pendant, shark pendant. What's your favorite underwater? Oh, I love manta rays. So this is a simple process. Passionate, easy, inexpensive to run a little tiny business. As much money as you put in your store, the investment of this is squishy, petit, lek. And what that means in 3 different languages is small. Very, very small. Don't let another year go by without getting something from it. Take that trip. Sign up. Make some money and have a blast. I'll see you. Captain Peter Kozlowski. You could say I'm a world traveler. I'm loving it. And I'm going to continue. I hope to see you on the seas of the 7. The oceans of the world and the deep blue sea. We'll catch you. $1 extra this year. What are we gonna do? And it was so simple. I think next year I'll make 100,000. Go for it.